Hey Yankees fans, welcome to Yankees Rumors and News, your go-to spot for the latest buzz and updates about our team. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a scoop. The baseball world is buzzing with one of the most sensational moves of recent times, as whispers have transformed into one of the most audacious speculations imaginable. Fernando Tatis Jr., the dynamic shortstop who has electrified Major League Baseball with his combination of power, speed, and charisma, could be heading to the New York Yankees. Imagine the sheer seismic impact of a player of Tatis's caliber donning the iconic pinstripes. A team whose legacy is steeped in history, but which has often struggled to merge modern star power with its tradition. The idea itself ignites endless possibilities, from the Yankees lineup becoming almost unstoppable to the media frenzy that would follow in New York and across the globe. Every at-bat, every stolen base, and every highlight reel play would become instant viral content, drawing new fans into the fold while keeping seasoned enthusiasts glued to their seats. Yet, as with any major rumored acquisition, questions abound. How would the Yankees manage salary cap considerations while integrating a superstar of this magnitude? Could this move fundamentally alter the balance of power in the league? Or is it simply a tantalizing fantasy fueled by fan desire and insider speculation? Sources hint that the negotiation process behind such a blockbuster deal would be nothing short of a high-stakes chess match involving intricate contract structures, opt-out clauses, and incentives tied not just to performance, but to marquee moments that would define the Yankees' season for years to come. Tatis, known for his flair on the field and magnetic personality off it, has reportedly been a sought-after commodity by franchises willing to reshape their identity around a single transcendent talent. The Yankees, always under immense scrutiny for both success and failure, would be betting big not just on statistics, but on the cultural shift a player like Tatis could bring to the clubhouse and the city. Imagine the New York media landscape, already obsessed with pinstripe narratives, amplifying every sprint, swing, and catch, turning every minor injury or minor slump into headline news. This is the kind of story that becomes a legend long before it happens, as speculation blends seamlessly with the hopes of fans and the ambitions of a franchise desperate to reclaim a dominant aura, reminiscent of its most storied eras. In essence, even the rumor itself carries weight, generating conversations in sports bars, on social media threads, and across podcasts that dissect every angle of potential outcomes with obsessive enthusiasm. Consider the broader league implications if this speculation were to materialize. The American League East, already a cauldron of competitive firepower, would instantly recalibrate its strategies to counter a Yankees lineup infused with Tatis's explosive energy. Pitchers would rethink their approach, managers would shuffle defensive alignments, and rival teams would scrutinize every detail of scouting reports to anticipate the unique blend of speed, power, and unpredictability that Tatis brings. The ripple effects would extend far beyond the field, influencing merchandise sales, ticket demand, and even international attention, as fans from San Diego, where Tatis has made his name, and beyond tune into the spectacle. Analysts would dissect whether this move represents a shift in baseball philosophy, signaling that teams are willing to gamble enormous resources on individual talent to secure both competitive dominance and global attention. While some critics might argue that such a move prioritizes star power over team cohesion, others see it as a natural evolution of modern baseball, where the combination of athletic excellence and media magnetism can redefine what it means to be a franchise juggernaut. Financially, a move of this magnitude would be nothing short of transformative. The Yankees, with their unparalleled resources and appetite for headline-making transactions, would likely structure a deal designed to maximize both Tatis's earning potential and the team's flexibility. Bonuses, incentives tied to home runs, stolen bases, and playoff achievements could be interwoven with image rights and marketing opportunities, creating a contract that is as complex as it is lucrative. From a branding perspective, Tatis and pinstripes would offer sponsors and media outlets a once-in-a-generation opportunity to capitalize on his flair and popularity, making every appearance a potential revenue windfall. For fans, this would be the stuff of dreams. A player who embodies both entertainment and elite athleticism, becoming the centerpiece of a franchise that has often struggled to find contemporary icons in the post-Derek Jeter era. The financial intricacies would certainly dominate headlines, but so would the inevitable debates about fairness, team chemistry, and whether any franchise can truly contain the energy and ambition of a talent as mercurial and electrifying as Tatis. The cultural implications of Tatis joining the Yankees are equally profound. Baseball is as much about storytelling as it is about statistics, and few players in recent memory have captured the imagination of a global audience like Tatis. In New York, a city that thrives on spectacle, media attention, and instant judgment, Tatis could become a cultural phenomenon, influencing fashion, social media trends, and even the daily conversations of fans in ways that extend far beyond the ballpark. His presence would not just be measured in runs batted in or stolen bases, but in the aura he brings, turning every game into an event with national and international resonance. From appearances on television shows to interactions with charitable organizations, Tatis's move could redefine what it means to be both a sports icon and a public figure, intertwining his personal brand with the legacy of one of baseball's most hallowed franchises. Even if the deal remains in the realm of speculation, the very notion sparks imagination, fueling endless debates about what is possible when talent, ambition, and opportunity converge. Finally, the human element cannot be overlooked. Tatis, a young superstar with dreams as large as his talent, would face the daunting challenge of adapting to the intense scrutiny of New York, a city notorious for both adoration and relentless criticism. The Yankees, known for demanding excellence while offering unparalleled resources, would provide both a stage and a pressure cooker, testing Tatis's resilience, focus, and ability to integrate into a storied organization with traditions dating back more than a century. Fans and analysts alike would watch closely to see how he handles expectations, adjusts to a new environment, and potentially transforms the team's fortunes. Even as we speculate, the allure of this potential move lies not just in the athletic feats, but in the narrative arc of a player stepping into a legendary role, carrying the hopes of a franchise and the gaze of a city that loves and scrutinizes its heroes in equal measure. The story, even if purely speculative for now, has all the ingredients to become a defining chapter in the modern era of baseball. Rumors continue to swirl around the Yankees front office, suggesting that discussions about Tatis's potential acquisition are more than idle chatter. Insiders hint at preliminary talks that involve a mixture of strategic planning, talent evaluation, and careful financial modeling, signaling that the franchise is at least exploring the contours of what would be one of the most impactful moves in recent baseball history. The idea of Tatis stepping into Yankee Stadium, where legends like Jeter, Mantle, and DiMaggio have left indelible marks, creates a narrative rich with historical resonance and modern flair. Every at-bat would be a spectacle, every highlight a conversation starter, and every stolen base a potential game-changer. Social media would erupt at even the slightest rumor of progress, with fans, analysts, and commentators dissecting every conceivable angle. It is the kind of speculation that feeds the imagination, blurring the lines between reality and possibility, and creating a sense of anticipation that few other sports stories can match. The Yankees' strategic vision, if this speculation holds any weight, would revolve around more than simply acquiring a superstar. Tatis would represent a shift in how the franchise approaches roster construction, media engagement, and fan experience, effectively creating a new blueprint for modern baseball dominance. The synergy between his dynamic playing style and the Yankees' historic brand could redefine expectations, influencing not just team performance, but marketing, sponsorships, and international reach for young players in the organization. Having a talent like Tatis in the clubhouse could provide mentorship, inspiration, and a tangible example of excellence. The ripple effects would extend across the league, forcing rival teams to reevaluate their own strategies, scouting priorities, and roster compositions. All while the Yankees' narrative dominates headlines and conversation, it is, in many ways, a story about transformation, ambition, and the interplay between star power and legacy. Speculators argue that the Yankees' potential pursuit of Tatis would also signal a broader trend in baseball, where teams are increasingly willing to invest colossal resources in a single transcendent talent to shift the narrative and seize both competitive and cultural advantage. Tatis's combination of offensive prowess, defensive agility, and marketability makes him a rare commodity, a player capable of shaping the league's dynamics for years. If this speculation translates into reality, every aspect of the Yankees season would be influenced. From lineup construction to strategic decision-making on the field, analysts would debate the implications for payroll flexibility, minor league development, and even fan engagement strategies. It would mark a turning point, not only for the Yankees, but for how franchises conceive of building teams in an era dominated by social media influence, global fan bases, and the necessity of balancing tradition with innovation. The speculation alone, regardless of outcome, has already captured the imagination of a global audience at its core. This rumor embodies everything that makes sports so compelling: the combination of talent, ambition, and narrative drama that transcends statistics. Fernando Tatis Jr., a player whose exploits have inspired awe, could, if this speculation comes to fruition, redefine what it means to play for the Yankees. Every swing, every sprint, and every daring play would be amplified by the weight of history, media attention, and fan expectation. The Yankees, in exploring this possibility, would be betting on more than wins. They would be investing in a story, a spectacle, and a cultural phenomenon, whether or not the deal ever materializes. The mere notion of Tatis in pinstripes has created a buzz that will echo through discussions, debates, and fan communities for months, if not years, making it one of the most electrifying speculations in modern baseball history. If you're enjoying the updates, drop a like and let us know in the comments your thoughts on this rumor. Even within the context of speculation, the human drama is undeniable. Tatis would face intense scrutiny, heightened expectations, and the challenge of adapting to a new team culture and media environment. How he responds to pressure, integrates with teammates, and maintains peak performance amid relentless attention would become a story unto itself, adding layers of intrigue and anticipation. The Yankees, with their rich history and appetite for legendary narratives, would be the ideal canvas for a player seeking to leave an indelible mark. Fans, analysts, and casual observers would watch with bated breath, each game becoming a potential chapter in a saga that blends athletic excellence, media spectacle, and the timeless allure of baseball's grandest stage. The rumor has, in effect, already begun shaping the conversation around the future of the franchise. Finally, the broader implications for Major League Baseball are profound. A move of this magnitude, speculative or real, could influence trade markets, free agent signings, and the strategic thinking of franchises across the league. The Yankees, by entertaining the idea of acquiring Tatis, are signaling a willingness to embrace bold, transformative strategies, potentially inspiring other teams to pursue similar ambitions. For fans, the excitement lies not just in the potential on-field impact, but in the narratives, rivalries, and conversations that would inevitably follow. Even as speculation continues, the story has already captured the imagination of a global audience, demonstrating that in sports, sometimes the rumor itself can be as thrilling and influential as reality. Finally, the story of Aaron Judge's rumored exit remains tantalizingly unresolved, a puzzle that blends ambition, emotion, strategy, and uncertainty into a narrative that has captivated the baseball world. Every press conference, social media post, and insider report adds another layer to the speculation, with fans, executives, and analysts eagerly piecing together clues. The potential ramifications are enormous, reshaping team hierarchies, influencing trades and free agency, and redefining the identity of one of the sport's most storied franchises. As the rumor persists, it underscores a fundamental truth about professional sports: that even legends are subject to the pressures of contracts, opportunity, and personal ambition. Whether Judge ultimately stays in the Bronx or ventures elsewhere, the mere possibility of his departure has already transformed the discourse around baseball, turning every discussion into a debate, every prediction into a gamble, and every fan into a participant in a story that continues to unfold with breathtaking suspense and intrigue. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you stay up to date with every Yankees rumor and news. See you in the next video.